Welcome back to the Halloween 365 podcast.
It is the only podcast that is horror 24/7 and Halloween 365.
And as you can see, there are two of us hosting today and in the same room. Haven't done this in, a while.
2 years?
2 years. 2 years. Yeah, we did this. We've never done it on the same couch.
Oh, no.
Don't do that. It is halfway to Halloween, ladies and gentlemen. Halfway to Halloween. Halfway to Halloween week. Halfway to Halloween weekend. Normally runs on April 30th, May 1st, and we're here. We have arrived.
Oh, yeah. And let me tell you, you can kind of feel it in the air here in the Appalachian Mountains, because it's funny, too, that today, these next couple days, it's going to be a lot cooler, more like fall and less like spring.
Yeah, today, because we've been in the 70s and 80s, and it cooled off awfully quick, and so it's fitting. It's fitting. How many days do we have until Halloween that we're currently at? We're halfway.
So we're halfway to Halloween, so that leaves us with 100, as of recording, 184 days until Halloween, and exactly 146 days until fall.
Well, this episode, as you can see, we are a two-man show, and it's going to be a quickie, and I'm sure that all of you out there like a good quickie. So we're going to kind of give you a rundown. This is a strictly Halloween episode in spirit of halfway to Halloween. First thing on the docket is going to be us reviewing all of the halfway to Halloween previews that have came out. And to follow up and end the show, we're going to give everybody a list of things that you can do. These are year-round, but it's specifically things that you can do while we're waiting for Halloween or September and October to actually get here. Because that's when the real spooky stuff happens.
Yeah. But we like to keep it spooky all year round, so we're going to give it to you the best way we know how to. Like he said, we're docking.
What?
No. Oh, you said docket. My bad.
On the docket.
Oh, docket. Yep, there we go.
We're not docking.
No, we're
anything.
not. Nope. Not happening.
Now you're making me question shit. I don't.
I was gonna say that'd be a little extra weird here.
No, I don't know about what the hell's going on here. Interesting things have happened. Last episode, if anybody watched, we did a long rant trying to catch up on all the weird shit that's been going on, like the missing scientists and David Wilcox offing himself, quote unquote, offing himself. But to make events even weirder, we're just 1 week from that last episode, the recording of that last episode. And now we have reports of at least 17 different earthquakes that have been measured and reported of at least 4.4 magnitude. And the thing that makes this weird is that all 17 have happened around Area 51. Any thoughts?
Well, you know exactly where I'm going with this one.
Oh, God.
They are emerging from the earth, the hollow earth. Oh, yes, baby. No, I mean, that could be that. I mean, honestly, that is a possibility in my mind. But I do think it is strange just because it's earthquakes happening around Area 51. So it's extra strange that it's happening in that area, and it's earthquakes. It's not anything else. It's just a little too weird. Maybe they're working on something. I did see CERN. Didn't CERN power up one of them?
Yeah, they fired up the old hadron collider again, whatever the hell you want to call it. They fired it up this month.
Yeah, so I think they done that on like the 27th, and now all of a sudden these earthquakes are happening, and just around Area 51 though. Like, what if we're awakening the beast within?
Well, I already said it at the beginning of this year, and I'll continue to follow it up. Something weird's going to happen, and every time that I've said it, something fucking weird has happened. So just go ahead and mark that on your clocks. Oh, really weird is that something I came across, and I don't know if you've seen it, Jerem. In 2024, there was a supposed leaked CIA document. Okay, the CIA document was exposing a budget that the U.S. government had of $8.5 billion, and it was going toward, I can't remember the project name, but essentially they suspect that this year, um, August the 13th, I believe, I've got it in my calendar. Let me just double check the date. I want to make sure that everybody's aware of this. So supposedly, okay, August 12th at 10:33 Eastern time. So wherever you're listening from, kind of measure that out. 10:33 East Coast U.S. time, August 12th this year. Supposedly, the government is preparing for a mass wiping out of people, not by their hand, but by cosmic hand. What's supposed to happen is we're supposed to have a total of 7 seconds of absolute no gravity on Earth.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
So
it's
more than likely bullshit, but I've got it marked in my calendar just in case. I'm going to tie myself to something sturdy at 10:33 a.m.
It's a.m.
A.m.
Oh.
Yeah, in the fucking morning.
I'm just exorcising myself to the bed.
You got to think anything that's not.
Well, the bed's going to hit the ceiling.
Not even just the bed. If your house is just sitting on land, then it's going to. If it's not made into the ground.
What? So you're going to camp outside and just tie yourself to?
No, 10:33 a.m. I'll already be awake, probably at work. I'm just going to grab a hold of
I don't know what I'm thinking.
I'm going to grab a hold of like a light pole or something for 7 seconds.
Yeah.
But if like cars, buildings that aren't made into the ground, God forbid if you're in a fucking trailer. It's on a Wednesday too, guys. It's on a fucking Wednesday.
Good early birthday present for me.
Mm-hmm. So supposedly, I mean, and we're not just talking about cars, buildings, and people. We're talking about animals. We're talking about rocks, big ass boulders that are just loosely sitting on top of the fucking ground. Yeah, water, every fucking thing.
Like I mean,
trains, roller coasters, every fucking thing.
Yeah, imagine that being in Dollywood that day.
The money is being spent so that elites can be underground for the 7 seconds that this is happening. And while we're recouping up here for the next 10 years, they project to rebuild across the Earth.
Everything that crashed and burned.
Yeah.
Well, you got to think, like, not every building's going to be lifted.
Well, they expect a few million to die.
I mean, if something like that were to happen, but I mean, I just don't see. I mean, I know we have technology that's beyond what I could even fathom, but
this is not even technological. This is a cosmic event, supposedly.
So they say, but like, also, what happened to the Atlas 115 or whatever?
What?
That's supposed to.
Yeah, no, it disappeared. Yeah. Everybody quit talking about it.
Yeah,
it's not that.
I looked for it. I looked for it that night. It was supposed to come by. Especially looked up the time on the East Coast that we were supposed to be able to see it. I stayed out there for a good while.
Well, it came by, but they just stopped talking about it. Distracted us with something fucking else.
Well, I didn't see anything. That's what I'm saying. So, like, I just think it's bullshit.
Did you see that 2 new crystal skulls have been found in Mexico from a man digging in his backyard?
Yeah, which I mean, all this happening all at once, it's getting a little bit spooky. And it makes you wonder, like, I mean, I know this guy says he was just, digging a well?
Yeah, supposedly, digging a well.
But then you just so happen to come across this when all this cosmic shit and alien stuff is coming out.
One of the skulls is elongated. It looks like a xenomorph.
Yeah, see, yeah. That's something to look forward to.
With symbols inscribed on it as well.
So how many does that make so far? Like
4?
4? Yeah, okay.
4, yeah. Also, that's happened recently. Actually, today, His name's Zach Kreger, right?
Mm-hmm.
Released his trailer for Resident Evil, his version of Resident Evil. We could probably dive real deep on this and go on for a while. I'll just say that it's not hard to follow the fucking storyline. Can we not get a true blue adaptation of the fucking storyline that's already laid out?
So something I will say real quick that I didn't say to you before the episode. I literally seen it right before we started. He says that he wanted to do his perspective of Resident Evil from being a true gamer, and that this is taking place in the world of Resident Evil 2 Raccoon City.
Yeah, this is what's going on during Raccoon City. But let me correct Sir Kreger here, because he is focusing on the T virus being spread to a lot of different stuff. If you go back to part 2, you don't have a bunch of crazy shit that you do in 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like, that shit hasn't been evolved by the T virus yet. I mean, you got big animals, you got the Nemesis, you got Mr. X that's running around, but you don't have whatever the fuck that he's some legged armed monster that come out of that fucking door, some fat man. That doesn't happen yet. It's not happened yet. It's not in the fucking storyline yet. And if the zombies run, so help me God, if the zombies run, even if it's for dramatic effect, he can shove the movie straight up his ass.
Mm-hmm. George Romero said it best himself. If the zombies run, they're not true zombies.
They can't be.
No.
They can't be. Like George Romero said, like Jeremy was, what, they go to a gym?
Yeah, I mean, think about it, because rigor mortis is already struck, you know?
Yeah, their limbs and shit would snap. Like, they can't run like that.
Plus, which is no hate towards, like, the other movies, because some of those are great.
But in Resident Evil, the zombies don't run.
No.
The zombies themselves do not run.
No, not at all. Stick true to the story. Go by the games. Give us something that the fans actually want.
It's not hard. I mean, they've even got the fucking dialogue. Like, you got characters, you got dialogue, you got setting. I don't understand why it's been so hard. Yeah, you want to put, like, you can't. A bunch of fans have said, why didn't he just put a different name on it? Why do you have to do Resident Evil? Just to try to get the hype? Because it's got nothing to do with Resident Evil. If you wanted to make a zombie movie or something like that, just call it something else and don't try to mooch off of the fucking Resident Evil name.
The only thing I could think of is studio wanted Resident Evil, and he's like, well, I like games. I'm a gamer. I like Resident Evil. Let me do it. I don't know, but I agree with you. Don't give it the Resident Evil name if I don't see Jill, Chris, somebody, Leon, Claire, or some story that's at least somewhat close.
See, that's kind of been everybody's thing, is like, why even call it Resident Evil if you want to do something completely different? I don't know. Anyways, we can dive really deep into that. But that's not what we're here for. That's not what Halfway to Halloween is. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to, on the same thing that we're recording on, I'm going to show Jeremy, because he's not been up to date on, the new previews for Halfway to Halloween from Lowe's, Home Depot, and At Home, and Spirit Halloween, which Spirit has not shown as much. They're giving hints like they normally do. For what their theme's going to be. So that's kind of still in the dark. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. We will, since we've already got it. They're quite vague, so...
I seen something that said Trash Bandit. Are we getting zombie raccoons?
It's, so, their preview. Oh, this is their preview video that they did. We'll redo that.
Yeah, it goes by so fast that, like...
That's part of it. People have seen a camp theme. People have seen a subway theme.
I could see the camp thing just because it looked like it was wooden backgrounds.
Yeah, so supposedly, what has been spotted is a clown in a black and red outfit, likely a pop-up animatronic. Lady Misfortune, which is a classic-looking witch in a red robe with a crystal ball. Doomsday Duo, which is an eerie adult and child pair in gas masks. So I'm not sure what that has to do with.
Told you. Trash Bandit, a jump scare raccoon popping out of a trash can.
Weird.
That is perfect for around this area. I would love to have that fucking thing.
It's strange, though.
Well, look, they got me on here.
Harmonica Hank.
Jeremy Jaws.
Oh, Jeremy Jaws, a zombie-like character. Harmonica Hank is a tiny scarecrow playing a harmonica. The Willow Witch, a classic forest hag with long white hair, tattered robes, and a wooden staff. Let that creature in. So they've... Harvey Carvey, which is a childlike animatronic wearing footy pajamas and a cape with a messy carved jack-o'-lantern for a head. That's cool, actually. Yeah. Pumpkin Punisher, a scarecrow-like character with a jack-o'-lantern head holding an axe. I'm intrigued. But the thing with Spirit, though, is that you have to try to figure out the theme. That's the main thing, is figuring out the theme. And people have, they've shown a video in a subway, which I'm not sure what way they're going with that. They've shown some stuff that kind of looks like it would be a camp. I'm all for summer camp Spirit Halloween. I think that would be a cool little concept as far as that goes. Lowe's also has dropped their 2026 animatronics. Some are playful because, there's kids. So first up is this little mummy with colorful eyes.
Okay. Probably does a little dance, sings a little song.
And then this, for $299, is a 7-foot pumpkin scarecrow with a pitchfork hand.
That, for anybody that lives in a farm, that would be perfect.
3-foot pumpkin henchman for $100. Just like their little pumpkins where the jaw and the mouth stretches out. They made him into a full-sized henchman, which is pretty neat. 5-foot handstand clown. What is popping out of his crotch?
That's his head.
Oh, he's head.
He's standing on his hands.
Sorry, and he's holding his head with his feet. That's fucked me up. I thought that he had a spring cock popping out. I didn't know. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it looks like it. Come on, Lowe's. We know what you're doing there.
There you have
That's some Lowe's hanging fruit, wasn't it?
It is. That was a Lowe's hanging joke. 5-foot swinging clown for $149. So creepy little clown on a swing set. They brought the DJ Skeleton back. They've lit him up with some neon colors. More 3-foot party skeleton. This is just the stuff that they've previewed. So here's a 6.5-foot balloon clown. He's kind of creepy looking.
Yeah. Even the balloon's got a creepy smile. The Lowe's has got some pretty cool stuff. They get better each year.
Dude, I liked the Mariner from last year with the scuba suit. He was my favorite. So Lowe's does some good shit. Home Depot came out fucking swinging. I mean, Spirit's probably going to win this whole thing as far as the animatronics goes. But Home Depot wasn't playing around this year, and you'll see exactly what I mean. This is the process. Here's going to be actual photos. Okay, so you see that?
I hear that.
Their first and biggest thing that they have is a 9-foot T-Rex skeleton.
Those are cool, don't get me wrong. I've just never been big on the dinosaur thing.
My favorite is a 5-foot hearse.
Yes.
That has a body in the back, a skeleton driving the hearse.
That's really cool.
It's
kind of like old school, when you think of George C. Scott's Christmas Carol, where they drive the bodies through the street.
It's huge. It's like the size of a small car. It's like $400, dude. I think it's worth the money. It's really fucking cool. The lanterns flicker. Noise is going on the inside of the hearse. I think the thing's shaking.
Yeah, it's an old coffin carriage.
It's so cool. They have a 7-foot Wicked Woods Witch. She's got the lantern.
Ethel Lily. Now, honestly, that would be the one I'd go for because it just that would scare me if I seen that.
She's cool. She's
if
cool.
I was a kid and I seen that, that would scare me.
She's app controlled and features movement in the head, mouth, eyes, arm, and hand. So you can be in the house while kids are outside on the porch and controlling it from the fucking app.
That's perfect.
A 7-foot Wicked Woods animated LED horrifying hops. It's a big ass rabbit. 7-foot rabbit, like something from fucking Alice in Wonderland. He has 3 movements, including mouth, ears, and a lunging motion that he does.
Hop right towards your ass.
God, it's gonna ruin Easter for so many kids. Guys, if any of you buy this, you could put it out on Easter too.
Yeah.
If you're one of those people that like to reuse your Halloween decorations, like the skeleton and stuff.
So yeah, perfect year-round stuff.
Yeah,
especially since we're talking halfway to Halloween year-round. There you go.
You could use the hearse on Easter too.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he died and come back.
Yeah, he came back.
Just get in there and put a Jesus in there and
just have a big glowing cross from the back.
Jesus,
I don't know. We're going.
There's a 4.5-foot grave and bones animated LED Cabernet casualty. So he's popping out of a wine barrel. A skeleton pops up for scare factor and features a moving jaw and LED light. So that's their preview that they gave. It's not everything that they've got, but that's their preview. Prices on that are running. The hearse is $400. The T-Rex is $400.
The witch is $300.
Witch is $300. See, there's a 8.5-foot skeleton knot animatronic that we didn't see a picture of, which is at the top up here. You can see him.
Kind of like I'd imagine him being like a Dungeons and Dragons character.
Yeah, he's really cool though. He's $400 as well, and then the skeleton popping out of the wine barrel is $200. They have a 4.5-foot color changing groundbreaker. So it's like essentially coming out of leaf beds. $200 for that. They've got a Maleficent animatronic, 6.5-foot for Disney fans. They've got an 8.5-foot undead horse animatronic to go with the knot skeleton. $249. Jesus.
8.5 foot.
Yeah, it's crazy. 6-foot Checkmate Chuckles the clown animatronic for $179. The bunny rabbit is $200. They have a 6.5-foot snarling snowman, which you could use for Christmas.
Yep, another year round.
$200 for him. And a 6.5-foot pumpkin vine creature for $130.
Yeah, so you could even put that out a little bit early for the Harvest Festival people.
Skelly is coming back, apparently. They're big-ass skeleton, but he's just not part of the halfway to Halloween drop. So Home Depot did good. We'll rank these at the end. I know that this is just a preview. This isn't everybody's full selection, but still. At Home, one of my favorites, they do have big animatronics, but that's not what they're known for. They're known for shit inside of your house and outside of your house. They released some of the items, but their main thing was kind of like Spirit. They always do 4 different themes for all of their products. And this year, their themes is Grim Gardens, which is a frightfully flora and moss-covered frights. They did a take on this last year, so they have like Halloween-looking planters that have bats on them. They have like stuff that's overgrown. They have fake potted plants that look like that they're man-eating plants. And then Happy Haunting theme is your traditional Halloween fair, which is
Doesn't that sound familiar?
Yeah, it does. Anyways, it's their classic Halloween stuff. Not modern, not 90s. It's classic old school black and orange Halloween stuff, kind of like what you would see in like the 60s, 70s type deal.
My favorite kind of stuff.
Yeah. Spellbound, which is black cats, potion bottles, cauldrons, and more. They get very much into the Wiccan sort of stuff for your home. And then they got the Gothic Graveyard, which is candelabras, Gothic arches.
The unwelcome mat.
Yeah, the bat unwelcome mat.
Which, by the way, your mat is welcoming in all kinds of shit.
Yeah, we got a Ouija board welcome mat. So, and then their newest one is the Western Hollow, which is a haunted cowboy theme. Their big thing that they've shown is they've got a giant skeleton that's 9 foot, but he's dressed as a cowboy.
Hell, they should have just got me for it.
They've got wanted posters that have like skeletons on them. They got like wooden tombstones that say "RIP" that you can put up. Different things like that.
Yeah, I seen their little
like rustic desert type shit. And here's the promo. No, it's okay. Leave the dog out there.
Oh, no,
Happy haunting. Okay.
See, I like that. I don't know. The Spellbound looks cooler. Gothic. Ooh, I know they probably done that back. Dead and Breakfast.
Yeah. So that was their little preview for it. What's your thoughts?
I mean, I know Spirit of Halloween, they're going to come out swinging. They always do, and we know you're listening. So they're going to come out swinging. They're going to hit the home run probably, but so far Home Depot looks like. I mean, don't get me wrong. Who was it we just looked at? At Home.
At Home.
So I mean, don't get me wrong. At Home, I love everything that you guys have and you're putting out, but
if we're talking animatronics, then it's Jesus. Animatronics, it's currently Home Depot. I know Spirit's going to take over that, but currently it's Home Depot with the Halfway to Halloween reveal win. If we're talking about just general decoration for your home, inside and out, At Home's got that.
Mm-hmm.
Lowe's plays to a lot of Disney stuff, child stuff. They do the blow molds, which is really cool. They're bringing back the old 90s blow molds, 80s and 90s blow molds. But they've got a lot of kid stuff. So if you've got kids, they've got last year they had a Casper, which was really cool, and they do the Christmas ones too.
Yeah, and they always do something somewhere along the lines of A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, they do Disney.
They lead it into Christmas.
Yeah, they had Jack Skellington as Santa Claus.
Yeah, you know how many times he scared me
he was
working
cool.
there?
Dude, their coolest thing that they had last year was, in my opinion, was the Abominable Snowman from Rudolph.
Now, that was really cool. Now, I would say that was cool, but it's neat. Like literally working there. Every time I walk past Jack, it's all of a sudden, I'm just walking.
This?
Yeah,
what's this?
Or it goes, hey, 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 and I'm jumping like who's yelling at me. I do, I mean, no matter what, At Home, I mean, they've got your full circle. But Home Depot definitely takes on the animatronics.
Yeah. And this is strictly Halfway to Halloween preview. We can do a better update once we get closer to everything and we actually have stuff start coming out. But Halfway to Halloween preview, that's where we're at. That's what we're going toward. Now we can jump into letting everybody know stuff that they can do for their Halfway to Halloween, Summerween celebration up into we actually get to September and October. What do you got?
So, for anybody that is going to be roaming around Gatlinburg, Tennessee, we have, I do apologize, we have a lot of ads. Oh, God, that is not good. That is a spam load of ads. What do you got? Let's go with you first.
Okay. So I've got it in categories. There's ghost tours that are always running. It just depends on where you're at. Basically, any place that has some sort of haunted history, there is a paranormal team out there that has capitalized on doing a ghost tour. Around here, we have several. Gatlinburg has ghost tours. Yorktown up in Northern Virginia does. So you can find and they'll do pub crawls, they'll do investigations, so you can find those just about anywhere. Haunted attractions, though, there is um, the Ghosts of Appalachia, which is a folklore top Bob haunted house. The Warehouse is something that's closer to our immediate area. Sorry, there's a dog. Waverly Hills Sanatorium, that's always something that you can go to. The Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum is also something that you can go to. Hello, dog. This is Ben, by the way. This is Benjamin, everybody. Eastern State Penitentiary, all these places, you can always go to. The Stanley Hotel. A lot of people like to take midsummer trips to the Stanley Hotel. There's your tomato.
Yeah, and Dark Hour Haunted House in Texas. It's one apparently that is very popular. It's year round, and there's various ghost tours in historic cities like Savannah, Georgia. Which, I mean, there's pretty much like any colonial town is going to have some ghost tours that are going to be going on year round. So
yeah,
St. Albans Sanatorium. Did you already mention that one?
No.
Yeah, so that's in Radford, Virginia. So that's another one that's closer. It also it includes a haunted hill manor. So
there's Universal Horror Unleashed, which I believe is in Las Vegas. It's in Nevada somewhere, I do believe. I don't have the exact location, but it's always open. They have the Haunted Dollhouse Museum. You got Shitty Zach Bagans Haunted Museum that you could go to. If you're on a road trip, you can also go to the Mothman Museum in Point Pleasant, West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
They also have in Flatwoods, West Virginia, the Flatwoods Monster Museum. If we're talking halfway to Halloween stuff, this weekend, if you've listened to this episode on Friday or tonight, which is Thursday, if you are near the area and you got time, there are halfway to Halloween festivals, parades, and stuff that's being celebrated across the country. Eastern State Penitentiary, they do a pop-up haunted themed night for halfway to Halloween for the weekend. Scream Break at Six Flags. Multiple parks across the U.S. will run a halfway to Halloween haunted attraction around this time.
Yep, and then you also got Mortem Manor in Kissimmee, Florida. It's a 2-story attraction that has actors, animatronics, and it's year round. You have a Factory of Terror in Canton, Ohio. It is known as one of the largest indoor haunts, featuring multiple themed areas, and long, detailed walkthroughs. There's a Fear Factory in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you already mentioned Trans-Allegheny. There's multiple.
There is once we start getting into May and June, you'll have a lot more things start popping up, just as well as you will have the stores. You'll have stuff like Midsummer Scream, which is a huge horror con. Horror cons are going to be all through the summer. Texas Frightmare Weekend, it's one of the biggest horror conventions in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to see several oddities and curiosity expos that are going to pop up. Definitely worth checking out. I know that some of the stuff is like, oh, it's homemade, but if you're trying to get the Halloween vibe year round, or in the summer or in the spring, these are the sorts of things that you need to be trying to look for, or if you're able to get to them, do that as well.
And I know that we cut on Zach Bagans a lot, but I actually talked to somebody here recently. No, not to bring him up, but who has went to his place. And I even let them know, I was like, some of that is like controlled by like people behind the scenes and shit like that.
They've got a control room.
But they said, even with that, they said it was a pretty cool experience. Not trying to give him props here. And the she was also like, "Oh, the divot box. Everybody, got to see that, and not supposed to touch it, but I
the
touched it.
Dybbuk
Box, whatever it's called."
Dybbuk box is, to my knowledge, is a Jewish demon. How do you feel? Anyways, I don't know. Look, he's full of shit. What haunted house, what museum has a control room? Why do you need a control room? And don't tell me it's for the show either.
Yeah, I mean, with all the stuff that you have anyway, like didn't when Jonathan Davis from Korn sold some of half of the crazy shit that he had, like
Zach Bagans bought.
Yeah, he bought a good amount of it.
He bought the Dybbuk box, and the dude that did the whole Dybbuk box thing literally came out and said that he manufactured it, that it's a big lie. He sold it for a lot of money, and it spawned a lot of shit.
So I mean, but you have all of that, and so like, why have an animatronic room? But that's just beyond the point. I was just wanting to throw that out there. They did say that was a decent attraction, but so that's the most credit you get from us, Bacon.
Or you're
from me.
Yeah, from him. You're not even getting it from me. I don't like you. I hope that you watch this one day. That's we're ranting and going off topic here, but
anyway, like, yeah, so like, we understand like summer's coming up, and a lot of people do just want to get out there and get in the water, go to the beach and stuff like that. But you know what? When you're walking along the shoreline somewhere, like we mentioned, there's Florida, there's Georgia, there's different places like that. They do have those haunted attractions that are going to hit you in your spooky feels.
You don't only have to do the stuff that you see these Halloween influencers. I'm throwing these up everywhere. That turn the camera on and decorate a corner of their house so that they can get content for a little while, and then they go back to living their foofiness.
We live this.
It's a constant thing. Shit doesn't get taken down.
No. Hell, there's Jack back there. You see it? Well, hold on.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, that's Jack at the, what is it? A 4th of July party? New Year's Eve party? Which one? 4th of July.
Yeah, 4th of July.
4th of July party.
But yeah, so like you were saying, what, you don't have to just listen to them.
No, I mean, you can do the cutesy shit. Yeah, you can turn on a movie. Yeah, you can throw up a couple lights in your house. But the real stuff is coming from doing some research, not just the stuff that we told you about. There are several this weekend, halfway to Halloween festivals that include parades or things where you can buy from vendors. That's going on that I don't even have all the information on. So if you're listening to the pod, go ahead and do your searches locally, and you'll see a bunch of different stuff that's going to pop up for you. Yeah,
it's always good to check locally, and because just like Beard said, we can't hit every point of everything that's going on, especially here in the U.S. And we're sorry to the listeners that are listening outside of the U.S.
The monsters.
We don't know exactly what all y'all have going on.
The key to this is that with the spread of the influence of Halloween, and in due part to the influencers that have popped up, whether they live it year round or they just do it to get a brand deal, Halloween has become a lot bigger than it ever has been, even if it doesn't feel the same as it used to feel. And because of that, we have stores putting out merch earlier. We have stores putting effort in again. We have festivals, cons. Horror movies are having a resurgence. I don't know if it's good or bad, but
Evil Dead Burn, can't wait.
The point is that everything that we're doing on the pod, everything that you're doing, the retail companies, as I've said last year, are realizing who their demographic is with money, and it is people that are in our age range. They're not focusing on the boomers anymore, which is where we just had some. You had some stuff in Walgreens and CVS, which pop up around August. they're realizing where the money's at, and they realize what we want to spend it on. And because of that, we are getting Halloween earlier and earlier every year, and it's more dominant. Now, for fuck's sake, Walmart is doing year-round pumpkin spice candles.
I just got one the other day.
Yeah, it's crazy. Something I never thought I would see. But there's stuff to do, whether it be this weekend for halfway to Halloween. You can do anything that you want to do to celebrate it. Don't feel pressured to do it any other way. While we're sitting here talking and doing the podcast, literally have Ghost Hunters reruns on the TV. Make you a little sweet treat if the weather's cooled down in your area. I'm doing pumpkin spice cream cheese muffins at some point in time this weekend. Make you a hot soup. You don't have to even do it Halloween style. You can do halfway to autumn if you want, and turn you on something in the background, old Scooby-Doo or something like that, and get cozy. Thousands of ways to celebrate it, and it doesn't have to be recorded and put on social media. But definitely go out and enjoy the ones that are there if you have the ability to do so financially, because as you're able to see, us doing these things have completely influenced the retail companies and the stuff that we're seeing, and we're just getting it earlier and earlier, and they're putting out more and more, and they're actually putting forth effort, and that's starting to trickle down into fast food. It's trickling down into TV shows, movies, and we're winning. The Halloween community is actually starting to thrive again, and that was the whole fucking reason that we started this podcast in 2021. So, with that being said, thank you again for